Continuing on our discussion of the racial horror movie / social commentary Get Out, one of the most thought-provoking movies I've seen all year. So, quick synopsis: black dude, Chris, goes out to meet his girlfriend's rich, white, liberal parents. Things get super uncomfortable and creepy really quick. There's this scene where, at a party, and Chris is pretty much the only black dude surrounded by these rich old white people, and somebody asks him whether the black experience has more advantages or disadvantages. And you understand what's going on here. On the one hand, it's rude, because if you don't know Chris, there's a bunch of people around, and you don't have any idea if he's comfortable talking in public about controversial issues. But the main point is that this stranger sees Chris as black, as a kind of spokesman for blackness. That's the first thing that jumps out. Ooh, there's a black dude, let's ask him about Obama. So the argument is that it's dehumanizing, in the sense that these people are looking at Chris as black man, rather than as a complex human being with inner richness, beyond just being black. So basically, I guess this is what people call a microaggression. Now, in the movie, this is obviously a bad thing. It's supposed to be interpreted as awful, because these people in the movie have no interest in Chris as a human, simply as a black guy. But in real life, is this type of thing always bad? And here's where this turns into like my own private psychotherapy session. Am I a bad guy? You tell me. I mean, once we've had a few beers and there's nobody else around, I sure as hell want to know about you and your personal experience. And in this case, being black might be a part of that. I mean, I'm curious. I don't know anything about what it's like to live through certain experiences. I've got my experiences, but I don't have those ones. And I want to hear the point of view. And same if you're a bunch of other things, like if you're, for instance, if you're gay in a strong Christian or Muslim community, I want to know what that's like. If you're blind, I'll definitely ask you what that's like. I mean, I have no conception of what that's like, and you might be my only way to understand that. And of course, first you've got to make sure that that person is comfortable, but you might get it wrong. You might think that they're comfortable and they're not, which is the point, I guess, where you back down. And full disclosure, I will 100% ask you where you're from. Yeah, no, I know you're American, I get that. I meant originally, because, sorry, you don't look like you're Cherokee. And no, I'm not implying that you don't belong. I just want to know more about your personal history. Is this really an aggression? Is wanting to understand our differences, is that problematic? My point, if I have a point, is that in Get Out, this type of questioning is in fact dehumanizing, because they literally don't see Chris as anything but a black dude. But I think in real life, we focus a little too much on form rather than substance, and not every question about a specific aspect of you is dehumanizing or is reducing you to a stereotype. Any more than me asking you about your Star Wars t-shirt means that all you are to me is a nerd who lives in his mom's basement. Does me looking at you and also seeing Swedish woman or black person does that make me a racist according to your definition? Honest question, does it? I mean, even if to me that asking you a question is just another way of getting to know who you are through understanding a perspective that's different from my own, that only you in that moment can give me a personal experience of? Honest question, let me know.